Now he lets them know that he also is undergoing persecution and difficulty. Welcome back. And friend, if you stand for the Lord, it will cost you something. We have seen that the believer is to be established in the Word of God. Then we have noticed how important the walk of the believer is and how his walk should be grounded in the Word. Now we come to the work of the believer, which is also very practical. Involves things in which we need to be engaged, that the Word of God may have its way in our hearts and lives. Verse 8, neither did we eat any man's bread for naught, but wrought with labor and travailed night and day, that we might not be uh, chargeable to any of you. Second Thessalonians chapter 3 and verse 8. Neither did we eat any man's bread for naught. That it is for anything. He paid for what he ate, but wrought with labor and travail night and day, that we might not be chargeable to any of you. He his practice was that he would not let anyone pay him for his missionary work among them. I think this applied especially to his first missionary journey. When he arrived in town as a missionary, there was no reservation for him at the local motel. There was no stipend given him, no love offering taken for him the first time he was there. He was very careful about paying for his own way. He mentioned that to the Thessalonians and also to the Corinthians. When he was establishing churches, he supported himself by tent making. However, after the churches were established and Paul had come back to visit them a second and a third time, he did receive an offering from them. He makes it clear to the Galatians that they should give. He thanks the Philippians for their gift. He himself took an offering on his third missionary journey to give to the poor saints in Jerusalem. Obviously, the great truth of the coming of Christ had not caused him to become some sort of a fanatic or to take some unreasonable position in relation to money matters. In every age, there are fanatical people. In the last century, there were those who expected the return of Christ. So they sold their homes and property, wrapped themselves in white sheets, and got on the top of the roof to wait for the Lord to come. There were several actions which identified them as fanatics. For example, why get on the roof? Couldn't the Lord draw a person into the air from the ground as easily as from the roof? If one needed to get up on the roof, then wouldn't a mountain be better? And then why in the world would you need a white sheet? I think the Lord is going to furnish us with a suitable covering when we come into his presence. And why would they sell their property and turn it into money? Did they think they would take the money with them? You see, people can do some very peculiar, senseless things because they say they believe in the soon coming of Christ. The fact is that there is no other doctrine in the Bible that will make you work harder and more sensible for Christ. If you believe that he is coming, you will work for him. You will be busy for the Lord in some phase of his work. You will be putting out a few seeds of the word of God in the field of the world so that they might bring forth a harvest. And that concludes that